What up? What up? What up?
All right, all new episode from Run and Tell That podcast. How was everybody's week?
Man, it's been a great week. I keep telling you guys, my week don't get good until Friday when I hook up with you guys. I JP will say it better than me, but like I said, something about being around the fellas make a difference. Again, I have laughed more today than I have all week. To see, Rod, you and your brother, again, like I said, just kind of made my day and it going to contribute to my weekend. So again, I'm grateful. I hope we got some listeners in that's ready to contribute, but if not, we got this and we got you.
All right,
Yeah.
Helm,
You
how was your
know,
week?
Can you hear me?
Huh?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I had a pretty good week. I can't complain. Pretty good week. You know what? The absence of a week is a good week. You know what I'm saying? If you think about like the more you put into a week and you try to actually make your week the week that you want it to be, it's good to be absent from a week to actually get caught up to a week. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
mean,
had to actually be absent from a week to actually get caught up to a week. And so my week was good.
Okay. How was your week, bro?
Oh, it was given.
Was given.
It was given. Yeah,
I get it.
but it is what it is,
Yep.
though. It wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mine was the same, but y'all know my week doesn't end until Tuesday. But so far, it was pretty good. Had a rocky Wednesday, but then a good Thursday and Friday. So we're gonna go ahead and get into tonight's topic. Tonight's topic is episode 96. Are you a have or a have not?
I'm
Who
a
wants to
have.
give the definition of a have and a have not?
Well, well, let me get my phone right quick. So, um, let's see. Um, so I have the realist article. Oh man, sometime I wish I could be have. That's a have, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then a have not is a person who does not possess the necessary credential in order for them to be successful. Likewise, this person is not able to express qualities of credibility.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? I tell you, and just to keep it real, I think one time in our life we all been to have not. You know what I'm saying? Because you might have had a girl that had a job and we didn't have a job and then all of a sudden we got a job and girl still thinking that she taking care of us and then all of a sudden she just call us out and say, you where your half of this at?
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, we've been have not. You know what I'm saying? And then once we got
Mm-hmm.
ourselves together, then we start being the have.
Once you start getting yourself together, you be a part of the coming up. You're coming up. And I think Greg said it. G said it real, and that again, we all, like I said, have been a half not at
Yeah,
one time.
yeah.
And again, we just have to come into our season. And like I said, just like with any man or any woman, you have to come into your season. And my thing is, relationships are formed sometimes on the have nots.
That's right. That's right.
When you don't have, are you willing to stand by my side?
That's right.
When I don't have, are you willing to hold me up or at least respect me until I come into my own?
But you know what? You know what's so sad about it? A lot of people don't. They actually look at people totally different, like how the way we look at people back in the days. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember now, Back in the days, you ain't had no BBL. Back in the days, you ain't had no person doing the getting the implant in their mouth and implant in their chest and all that kind of. Back in the days, you didn't have that. Now people are able to fix themselves up because of their money. They're able to fix themselves up so good that god dang man, you got a six pack, man, goddamn. But you see this Joker eating a bunch of junk food because at the end of the day, what he did is that either he worked out or he didn't work out, but he had enough money to actually pay somebody to actually make sure that he actually get physically fit. Our doctor, you know what I'm saying? But you have all these ladies and all that stuff like that, and guys that getting all these BBL and transplant surgery and all that stuff like that. And so I think that they are have not because eventually it's going to show up later on. You know what I mean? You think about it. You ain't gonna be about you ain't gonna be in the age of like 30, 40, and 50 but so long before you have to actually experience the age of 60, 70, 80s. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna take a
Hmm.
BBL at the age of 80 or 70. That's gonna look trifling.
Yeah.
Look like you're gonna have a Pampers on or that pen.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, he made some statements. I want people to be mindful. Again, like we said previously, that again,
Have you all ever had the pens on?
not yet.
No.
No.
He said not yet.
And when I say that, my dad, again, like I said, we had a different kind of relationship. Um, I can't say he's ever fathered me
Yeah,
in
yeah,
that
yeah.
he provided.
That's right.
But like I said, for him just sitting me down, telling me about the birds and the bees
Yeah,
and about things, I mean, no. But like I said, as I got older, a matter of fact, I think our relationship actually started after I graduated from college.
that's right.
And then he started pouring into me things that I continue to carry with me throughout life.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, again, my dad will tell you he was a have not. Well, I have not.
So what he wanted. So my question to you, Dale, right quick. I mean, and please hold your train of thought. But my question to you. So how do you feel right now? Are you a have or have not for what your dad instilled in you?
Excellent question. I think what my dad instilled in me, I am officially, I have.
Okay. So
Again, but he helped me to appreciate my have not status
that's right.
when I was a have not. Again, but I've grown into it. And with that, I mean, relationships, again, he helped me to be a have.
That's right.
With a strong work ethic, he helped me to be a have.
That's right.
I gotta admit to folks now, I am not the most technically savvy person out there. I can maneuver, I can kind of do things that I need to do, got to do. But no, like I said, a lot of that stuff, technology is kind of eased by me, but I can still grasp a little bit. But that's from dad's instilling me you can do whatever you need to do,
That's right.
and just to hang in there. So
That's right.
I consider myself a have.
That's right. So my question to you, Road Dog and J Rod, is that are you like what your dad instilled in you? How do you feel? Like all the conversation that you guys had, do you guys feel as though that you guys are a have or have not? Because now remember now what he wanted you guys to do, did you guys do?
Yeah. I'm gonna say I have.
I'm gonna say I have also,
Okay. So
I'm
because for
go
sure
ahead, Dr. Ray.
he instilled a strong work ethic
there you go.
with
That's
us.
it.
That's right.
If I
Yeah.
mean, like
That's
I
right.
said, and again, if mom and dad didn't do well together, each poured in something to make you a have.
That's right.
You know,
Hmm.
again, we have to be mindful that relationships in regards to our mom and dad sometimes didn't always pan out. But at the end of the day, the offspring they poured into individually. So again, it made you a have. You know, so again, you have to be mindful of what you do and what you don't have. But right now, I consider myself a have. You know, I have a work ethic that mom and dad poured into me. I get up and go to work. If I'm sick, 99% of the time, I'm gonna get up and go.
Right. That's
You
right.
know,
That's right.
because I know I need to be there.
You know,
Dad, third grade education. That's it. Mom, seventh grade education. That's it.
you know what? And you know, I'm glad you say that because somebody I was talking to, I told the person that comfortability is stability.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you
Interesting.
need comfortability. You need yourself to be comfortable inside the, you know, the stability to actually help you out. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, interesting topic. I mean, we talking about have and have not. Now, if you go deeper into have and have not, it goes on to say that you know, muscular guy and all that great stuff, and then the have not the guys that not you know, you used to have it, but you don't have it no more. To have not, you know what I mean? So I mean that's part of the Urban Dictionary and all that stuff like that. But yeah, interesting topic. We got a good topic going on tonight. Run and tell that.
Hmm.
We're not gonna
So
fill
does
this
it? Have
time.
you ever felt? Oh my bad, I mean cut you off.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, have you ever felt like there was a time where even though you know you have, like you know it, but then you may have those times where you may feel like depending on the situation, where you feel like I don't know, maybe it is a little have not ish in this particular area, you know, to where like you don't,
Bro,
to where it's not a consistent thing, I guess.
I'm gonna confess, and again, like I said, I don't have any shame to it. Every morning, every day, I go in my thoughts, I'ma have not, but I don't let that hinder me from going in and doing the very best I can. So that transitions
Yeah.
into a have.
So you think so your job make you feel as though that you have not?
Yep. Yep.
I mean that, and you know what? That makes sense. Your job will actually, and then it's not you that make yourself feel, because you walk in there, you be a have all day long, but when you walk in that door and all that stuff like that, and the minute something go wrong, you have not, because you're a part of them now.
Yep. Yep. But
You know what I'm saying, guys? Do that make
Yeah,
sense?
Yeah.
yeah,
and
I mean, because go ahead,
no,
bro.
sir. I
Because
remind people
you feel like
sometimes.
JP tonight.
I'm sorry, bro.
No, I
Can,
understand.
can you talk?
I
I'm
understand.
Oh shit.
my bad. My bad. My bad.
I'm just playing. Look. We just talking. We just talking. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
And I'm gonna let this be it for a minute until you get all your thoughts out. But at the end of the day, we have to be mindful that again, for us that's on this podcast, if we're not encouraging, if we're not supporting the have-nots, then we're not doing our job. You know, this podcast is designed to uplift,
Yeah.
to encourage, to support those that don't feel like they're haves.
Yeah.
You know, we're a podcast of the have-nots, and we still want to encourage and uplift. Again, I'm a have because I got friends like you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a have because again, I don't want to quit. I don't need to quit, and I know that I can't quit. Not right now. Not ever. You know, I sat here, I talked to Rod, and I talked to Ro, and again, like I said, we laughed. Before you guys got here, I talked to him, and again, that just reinstilled in me the fact that again, I'm gonna be okay. And I want our listeners to know that no matter what, come what may, you're gonna be okay. And you got a voice.
hmm See, I got another question. So,
Mhm.
what if you would? So what if your partner is a have not? or you notice there are areas to where your partner is a have-not. How do you how would you now how do you navigate those waters to get them where they need to be a
I,
have,
I want
or
I
is it one
want
of
you to
those deals like it just won't happen?
I want you to be mindful that again, if you're on the job, you know, you're encouraging your partner to be a have.
Mm.
And sometimes, like I said again, it's gonna take some coaching and it's gonna take some time. But at the end of the day, you want them to feel like they're a have. Because I tell people often, my role in life
Mm.
is to encourage,
That's right.
to support.
Now, at this
Mhm.
point in your life,
At this point in
at
my
this,
life,
yeah, it's in the courage. That's right.
yeah, to encourage, to support, to make them feel like they're had, even when everything on paper, even though everything in front of them said you have not, you ain't got, never mind. Well, you ain't got nothing, but you got to feel like again that there's hope on the horizon. So that's where my heart and head is right now. Again, it's tough walking around thinking and knowing that you're a have not. So again, I want to say again, we that are on this podcast, encouraging those that feel like that you are a have. You just may not have come into your season yet, but it's coming. Hold on, hang out. It's coming.
Well, what about the ones you can you know what I'm saying? It's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make that motherfucker drink it. So it's like you got some people may never get that season. Then what do you do?
But you know what? I love it. I love it the way you put it.
That's right.
Your goal as a have is to lead them to that damn water.
That's right.
That's your goal. Like I said, in front of them is they're thirsty. They're dying of thirst. And no, you can't make them drink a drop. But your goal as a have is to get them to the water. That's your
I
goal.
don't know. I don't know because I made Anime eat that cake. She ain't want to eat that cake.
Say again.
See, like I said, eat that goddamn cake. Anime eat that goddamn cake. So I guess sometimes you can force a person to eat the cake.
I don't want to force anybody to do anything they don't want to do. You catch a charge over that. But at the end of the day, like I said,
I agree. I agree. I agree. I'm just
but
saying though because
because that's assault.
that's the
You gonna
flip.
make them.
But that's the flip to you can't make you can't make them drink the water. I damn sure made her eat the cake.
Well, like I said, then you know what? Maybe you need to drink some water in front of them because they don't know how to. So you sip some water on top of your game. I'm gonna tell you, fellas, life is short and it's fleeting. And like I said, for you to wake up every morning not
No, no,
feeling
no, no. Say it right. Say it. Say it. Look,
help
look. Let's just go ahead and say it
him,
right.
say it him,
I'm gonna say it.
say it him.
Do you guys know that we die every time we go to sleep? We die. And you know what? And a lot of people don't understand. Like when you close your eyes and when you wake back up, it's because of the power of God. You know what I'm saying?
Do you call it mercy and grace?
I say grace and mercy.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
There
But
you go.
if you think about it, each and every single one, like think about it now. You close your eyes and you thinking that you're gonna wake up because of your power, and all of a sudden you wake up. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, or 5 o'clock in the morning, or 3 o'clock in the morning. You got to use the restroom.
You have just walked into your grace and mercy.
There you go.
You just walked into it. I mean, in essence,
That's right.
you have just woken up into your have.
So
You have.
so at the end of the day, we all die
Yeah.
when we go to sleep.
Every night. Because there's nothing that say you've done anything so good the day before
They wake up.
to wake you up.
That's right.
So, like I
It's
said again,
dangerous, man.
I want people to understand that you have officially become a have. You may not accept it and you may not quite understand it on the spiritual realm,
No, thinking
but
about
you're
it,
a have.
but thinking about it now, I'd rather be a have not. You know why? Because guess what? It's so much I gotta accomplish. So think about all the stuff that you want to accomplish in this lifetime. You know what I mean? Not only you look. So think about it. You gotta help somebody. Help somebody.
Yeah, that makes sense. I tell you about this podcast. I I I have a fervent prayer
Mm.
for Rod.
Okay.
I have a fervent prayer for Ro.
Yes, sir.
I have a fervent prayer for JP.
That's right.
I have a fervent prayer for him.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. When you start praying more for others than yourself, you're officially a him.
That's right.
You're a have now. You have to put things behind you. Ladies that's looking for a quality man.
So you said now you okay? So I like what you said. You know what Kim stand for?
Help me.
Hit it, man.
Hit it, man.
Hit it, man.
Hit it, man.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, bro.
Hit it, man.
I just had to throw that out there. Hit it, man. Hit it.
But what we hitting?
Not the man. Surely not the man.
Surely not the man. But no, again. But no. But you know what? I understand where he's coming from. I get that. Not hitting the man, but again, you're hitting, in my opinion and thoughts, you're hitting at mankind, in that again, you're walking into your role and your purpose.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what's hitting it.
Yeah.
I'm walking into my purpose. My purpose is to support, to encourage as many people as I can.
That's right.
Because, like I said, this country right now will beat you down.
You know what? And I'm gonna say this, and I might be wrong for saying this, is that when you look at every single thing that's going on in the United States right now, I have to tell you guys, every single thing that's sad. It's sad.
Very.
You know what I'm saying? It's sad that politicians use other
People are getting assassinated.
Yeah, and you use that against the left, and the left using the right, and you know what I mean? Like, it don't even supposed to be that way.
It don't.
You know what I'm saying?
One nation
Under God,
indivisible,
for liberty and justice
for all.
Nobody's thinking like that.
Nobody's thinking like that.
So at the end of the day, man, we got one side that says this, we got one side that says that. I mean, it's a sad situation.
It
but
is.
we're gonna go ahead and let Rod and Ro go ahead and talk.
We got two messages from Nate. Go ahead, Ro.
Oh no, you can play the message.
Arthur.
What's up, fellas? Are you a have or a have not? This is a very interesting topic, and when I read it, I didn't understand what you guys were referring to, but as listening to you, I see the idea concept. I'd say I'm both. I can be very encouraging and positive for other people, but it's hard for me to be positive for myself in this season. I mean, at times before, but definitely this season has lasted longer than others, as I'm coming up to the 1 year anniversary that my mom has passed. And so this season definitely has been trying, and I have amazing people that reach out to me, but I haven't really been a good friend, and I'm trying, to be more present and available.
Could y'all hear that?
Barely.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all, I barely heard it. I'm gonna play the next message, but Nate, can you repeat the first message? Cause I couldn't hear it really.
Just a little louder.
As far as like leading someone to drink or eat the cake, as the Gigolo said.
Nate, don't follow them up.
I do have
That's
a
not my
friend
name.
who's recently venting too, and as men, your primary goal after a woman has vented to you is to try to help and fix and provide, right? So he was upset with me because I didn't want to take his suggestions on what to do with my problem, and so I apologized after I had lashed out. And then explain to him, like, I understand you're trying to help, I get it, but sometimes you just really can't. I do good with waking up every day, feeding my child, sometimes feeding myself, and that's about going to work. It's about as far as I can get for the day. So, I mean, but I get it.
Rod, by the road. Did you
Yep.
guys hear a little bit better than we did?
No, I heard a little bit. So, Nave, you can repeat try to get both messages because we really couldn't hear you. But we got two from Master Server.
Hey, what's good, y'all, man? Master Server in the building, man. Just leaving some vibes, man. What's good with y'all? Follow there, everybody. Are you a have or have not? Well, I have not the liberty and freedom to do as I please. I have not the security to not be bothered by police. I have not the duty to keeping my own fees, paying Uncle Sam so he don't put me behind bees. And by bees, I mean bars. But I do have what niggas would call heart. Nigga also got a fart. But I will, all jokes aside, nigga do have his own thoughts. Nigga has his own dreams. I've accomplished something, but I ain't accomplished everything. You know? But for the most part, I would say I have. Have loyalty, have honor, have respect, have the spirit. I have people that won't neglect. I have love. I have not insecurity. But I have not a lot of money neither, nigga. Cause shit, niggas trying to get that money, nigga. Hey, you feel me? I'm working hard. $40 an hour, this still ain't enough to top out.
All right.
I have I had a question.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just gonna. I had a question based off of what Nate first mentioned. I could barely hear. I think she was saying that she's a little of both, have and a have not.
Yeah, I
So
heard that part.
the question I was going to ask was, do you feel that at times that being a have, that it can hinder some decisions that'll put you in certain situations to make you become a have not? If that makes sense.
So you got to remember, everything that we do make us a have not.
Excuse me.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you make a left on the wrong street, you a have not. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I get what you're saying and all that stuff like that. Um, but maybe Dell can actually elaborate a little bit more.
Well, I think first and foremost to our callers, thank you. You guys are a blessing to us. It brings additional flavor to the show. But again, like I said, I think our caller that identifies some of the things that we have not ideal because he's right. We don't have certain things, but again, we still got to stay in the game. Right now, this is the hand that's dealt to us, and we got to play it. Again, I didn't catch everything that the young lady said, but still, we have to stay engaged. We have to identify our resources. We have to identify the things that we can change and change them, accept the things we can change and keep moving. That's what we do. Um, we as a people are resilient. That means we've taken hits left and right, but we still standing.
That's right. That's
And
right.
even when we fall, we get up.
That's right.
We dust ourselves off and we keep it moving. Man, again, like I said, I'm old enough not to quite understand all this podcast stuff that I'm a part of. I'm grateful for the people that have introduced me to it, and it gives us a platform just to share our thoughts. And for the listeners that care to listen, we thank you from the depths of our heart. But again, like I said, I want you to start looking at yourselves as a have. And even though life may deal you some cards that say you have not, you're still a have. You just gotta hang in there. You gotta keep sticking and moving till your game changes until you become a have. But like I said, don't forget things going on right now. You can say, yeah, I'm a have. It's not where I want to be, like I said, but it's not where I used to be. So just gauge that by that. Things can get worse, but at the end of the day, they can be a whole lot. They are better. Again, excellent topic, guys. Excellent topic. Have and have nots.
We got another message from Master Server.
My bad, y'all. I be playing too much. I'm sorry. But I feel like I'm a have not, man. And do it get to me some days? Hey, some days it do, but you know what? I keep on swinging on. I push on. You know? Because how I look at it, we be having just enough water to bathe in, but they got enough water to swim in. So I have not enough water to swim in. I got enough water to bathe in. Some days. Hey, some days it's hard.
True that. And that's a great analogy too. Excellent analogy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Either swimming or bathing, you're still wet. Facts.
We want to thank everybody that's listening. If there's any old episodes you want to listen to, you can check out our website at Run and Tell That Podcast on podium.com. I just figured I'd just put that out there
Yeah.
real quick.
Nice plug. Nice
Exactly.
plug there, Hot Rod.
All right there. Bagonzo. We got another message.
I just want enough water to boil this crack and curl these naps.
All
They
right.
got enough water to offer us some water behind our lawyers' back, making our loyalty whack. I talk in riddles and rhymes because I don't always have the ability to express what's going on. And I find that poetry helps me to express myself a lot better.
Ain't no wrong with that.
I want to say that again. It's been reiterated time and time again that I think one point in time we've all considered ourselves a have not. But in order to elevate ourselves and our situations, we have to call ourselves a have. Um, like I said, and I know life is showing you all have nots. It's just showing to you have not, have not, have not. But at the end of the day, it's not so much what you see, but what you speak. So you speak that you have. You know, I look at my checking account, my bank account, my savings account. I'm a have not. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not hungry. At the end of the day, I'm going to have a place to lay my head. At the end of the day, I got some people that, again, I absolutely know love and support me. I'm a have. At the end of the day, like I said, I got a little hustle to go to. It may not be the job of my dreams, but it's the job of my now that makes me a have. So, like I said, I don't want people to lean on the fact that, or weigh heavily on the fact what they don't have, but lean heavily on the fact of what you can be, because that's the difference. That's what matters. What you can be. Like I said again, right now, as far as I see, we got 2 listeners, and that's far more than no listeners, and that makes the Run and Tell It podcast a have. So again, like I said, again, we thank you guys. Again, I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. Nobody does, but I'm going to lean on God's mercy and grace to see us through. like I said again, I got some guys that I enjoy spending time with. And to become a have to, find you some friends. And if it's only one or two, that you don't need no more than one or two or three. That's all you need. That makes you a have. Somebody that you can share a thought with, somebody that you can share an opinion with. And again, hopefully and prayerfully, they'll be honest with you. So, like I said, that makes you a have. And like I said, if you don't have a job, like I said again, just search, hang in there. There's something out there. Don't let this economy dictate to you and tell you what you have and have not.
Nicely said. I agree completely.
Yep.
I don't.
Y'all keep talking. We had a comment on the website from one of the past episodes. I need to pull that up. Bro, you'll play that message,
Oh,
please.
I got you. So master server again.
G-Man, hey, look, I had the faith and I got the works. I have the works. And all the things that money can't buy, I feel like I do have. So maybe I'm just like the sister, man. I'm somewhere in the middle. Because the brother working his ass off. And I can't acquire much but sustainability. And I have not more than I want, but I have exactly what I need. But we working on it. It's a season. And this is the most trying season, but at the end of the tunnel, it's going to be glorious.
That's right.
So patience is a virtue.
That's right. And that's what they say.
All
Patience
Yeah.
right.
is a virtue.
Real quick, this was from episode 92. Have you ever had a secret relationship? The comment was from Butterfly Queen, and she said this was a very interesting topic. I feel like if commitment is a problem for an individual, let that be known. Be in an open situationship, but let all parties know, or even if you don't, let others know that you're not interested. But that was the comment from that particular episode on the website. It's episode 92.
Fellas, you got to think when we started this little podcast, the Run and Tell It, I don't think we had any aspirations. We came together to have fun. We came together to share thoughts and to share opinions and interests. But like I said, we are at episode almost 100. And again, we've had several callers, and we thank you. We have several people that have shared their thoughts and opinions. Thank you. Um, and believe it or not, guys, that makes you a have. You cared enough about something to contribute. That makes you a have. So, like I said again, we continue to thank you, each and every one of you. We don't want to have a whole lot of dead air, so we're
So
gonna keep talking.
yeah, I just finna
Y'all
ask,
hear me?
what was y'all opinion on that message that was left from the previous episode?
You guys hit the highlights for us.
Oh yeah, it was the message that Draw had read.
I'll read it again. It's from Butterfly Queen. Okay, it was from the secret relationship episode. She said, this was a very interesting topic. I feel like if commitment is a problem for an individual, then let that be known. be in an open situationship, but let all parties know, or even if you don't let the others know that you're not interested. And that was full comment.
I mean, when you
So
think
But how
about the,
open? But that's the thing. How open do you have to be?
yeah, I mean,
If so, think about it now, Dale, um, J. Rod and Ro. Like, transparency is the best conversation to have right now. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is that, okay, so I sat there and I said I don't like going out. Well, okay, that's fine. And then all of a sudden, 4 months go by and you said, let's go out to a day. No, I don't want to go out. I told you that. You know what I'm saying? I told you that I don't go out. I told you that I don't go to the bars. I told you that I don't go to restaurants. I told you I don't want to be seen. And you said it was okay. Then all of a sudden you get mad 6 months down the line because I'm at your house and you at my house and you saying, well, you're not going to go anywhere? Dude, I told you that.
I think what him is saying at the end of the day, in a relationship, you have to be totally transparent, but you got to hear.
Yeah.
You got to have ears that hear. If I don't like going out,
Yeah.
is that a deal breaker for you? Well, like I said,
What,
he or she is a party animal. They like the club. They like to go out. They like to eat out.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
like
But
to have drinks.
that's right.
But if you done told them up front, and they
So
just
in
trying to
that
compete,
relationship, you
exactly.
told it, you
If they're
accepted, you accepted me
accepted it,
for who I am,
or
and then all of a sudden
they want to change you.
you want to change me because I
No,
don't go out.
that
I
ain't
told
gonna
you I
flow.
order pizza.
The flow,
And
you know,
look, before I met you, I was ordering.
Domino's is coming.
I ordered Domino's pizza. And
Domino's,
Domino's.
Domino's is
Look,
coming.
I ordered all these stuff, and guess what? It came to my door. I didn't even have to go out to get it.
Nope.
I told you I ordered these Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I told you I
Yeah.
ordered these dang on Zaxby's or Raising Cane's.
Whatever it is,
Or
I told you it's coming.
big chickens.
I'm
I told you this.
being true. You're being true.
And then all of a sudden you telling me that you want to go out on a date.
Yeah.
And I told you I don't want to go out.
And I'm not going.
I don't like people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like nanny. I don't like Happy. I don't like PP. I don't like Cuckoo. I don't like none of the people that you hang around.
Some people feel they can change you.
But
You don't mean that.
But I don't like none of the people you hang around.
There you go.
So
You've
why
been
even
honest,
tell
it's
people?
true.
And I told you that. I told you I said it's a stick it and go. You know, y'all remember what's the little back in the days they give you like you remember the candy that you had to actually dig in the little stuff and you got like different kind of you ain't got different kind of flavor, but you dip it in the thing, it's like powder, and you lick it on your lip and you dip it again.
Oh, the
What's
little
the name of that
dipsticks.
candy? Dipsticks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not your dipstick.
oh shit, oh shit.
But now let's
Real
bring
quick,
this full circle, fellas. I'm sorry.
real quick. Um, I'm gonna read this because somebody just sent me another like a scenario from the last episode of the step parent episode,
Go for it.
and I'm gonna read the scenario, and then we can play the two messages, and then that gives everybody time to think or whatever. But the scenario is this from the last episode, the step right up, the step parent thing, and it was scenario. I have this friend. She's been with this guy for maybe 36, 37 years. They have three children, three grandchildren, one on the way, but they still aren't married. What do you have to say about that relationship?
She made a decision. She made a decision. Like I said again, she had ample opportunity to walk away after year one, after year two, after year 22, but she stayed. So now is she getting tired with the fact that she stayed so long? But at the end of the day, she made a decision.
So let me tell you this too. I mean, like we cannot blame nobody for the decision that we made.
Say it, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Say it,
If
brother.
you knew for a fact, Maya Angelou said it. when you meet a person and they show you who they are,
are.
guess what?
That's what
That's
they are.
who they are. If
Yep.
you met him in 1979 and he was this, if you met him in 1989, that's who he is. If you met him in 99, that's who he is. So at the end of the day, man, we gotta actually you can't blame nobody for the situation that you're in. You can't blame his mom, his dad, or yourself, or not him. You gotta blame yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to share a real quick story. I attended a wedding. It was one of the most magnificent, well-presented weddings I've ever seen.
Other than mine.
I didn't go to your wedding. I missed it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
You decided to stay in New Jersey.
no, I was at the beach. Forgive me. Anyway.
What beach you at?
Dirty Myrtle.
Dirty. Oh, okay.
Anyway, I went to the wedding. My plus one was a buddy of mine. And again, like I said, the decorations was excellent. The ceremony was excellent.
Yes, sir.
The reception was more than excellent.
Yes, sir.
And I sat there and I watched again now the bride, bless her heart, beautiful bride. She was beautiful as she could be. She was in the process of earning her PhD. And the groom was in the process of maybe getting his GED. But you can already see at the point now, it may not work. It could work, but it may not work. But like I said again, all her friends were married. All her friends in her mind was the haves. And she was a have-not because she was not married.
Yeah.
So she in turn married this guy. The guy, like I said, was nice for the most part. But at the end of the day, her PhD, his GED, just wasn't compatible.
Well, let me tell y'all this,
and the marriage did not work.
And before we play that message, I'm gonna actually say this. I know somebody that at the age of 25 was dating somebody who was 55.
Wow.
But you know, the best. They met at Wendy's. She was the manager and he was just the regular cook. This enough of the story is this. They got married. He got paralyzed. She took care of him. He's worth like $200,000-$300,000 now because of the settlement, because they didn't have signs up and all that stuff like that. So when I say that you can be a have-not and then you end up being a have. You know what I'm saying? He was a have-not at the time, but he met somebody who was looking for that kind of attention. An older lady who already had 3 kids, his age and all that stuff like that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But he was there to actually like support her. So I don't judge nobody who, you know, I mean, like if someone 20 years older than you, how do you judge that? How do you literally judge somebody that's 55 and you 25?
It's I want people to understand that again, I'm not saying it couldn't work, but at the end of the day, there's gonna be some struggles. There's gonna be some have and have not moments.
Because you got to remember now, at the heat of the moment, we still young minded.
Yep.
So we do young minded thing. You know what I'm saying? But we got message.
All right.
Hey, you know, one thing I can say, I had a secret relationship one time. After that, never. Before that, never. It actually worked out for me. She ended up being my wife. But I was honest with my wife, open, and I told her straight up, like, hey, look, I'm not a one-woman man, but I'm willing to wait for another woman if she can add to what I got going on now. And that's how I operate, that's how I move. I was honest with her, I want at least 2 wives. I'm willing to marry you both, give y'all both what you need, no matter how long it takes. Turns out it's taking a little bit longer than I thought it would, but it's okay. I gotta be a man of my word, no doubt. So secret relationships, put it out. And I'm like, I'm not one of them dudes that's big on infidelity. Actually, I'm the total opposite. Like, man, be faithful. You know, take care of what you got. Work hard for it. If she take advantage of you, that's her loss. But don't change yourself. Those is good qualities that a lot of women will hold on to. Good women too. All women ain't bad. Don't listen to media. All men ain't bad neither. You know, so when you find you one, you hold on to him. Even if you gotta share him, ladies. But as long as he ain't lying, that's an honest man. Stick with him. And man, don't be lying to these sisters. They deserve the truth. You know? But you're gonna have to share them. One way or another.
Oh shit. Roy, you'll play that next one, the last one.
Yo, don't think I spoke to anyone before, but big up Ro, big up G-Man, big up Jared. Hope you're having a good evening. Just here to chime in, see what you're talking about. Manchester, UK in the building. Yeah. Yo, so a little bit about myself. I met my woman when I was 16 years old because I asked her for a slice of that pizza. 10 years down the line, I dropped the knee, put a ring on the finger. 10 years. So, and then a couple of years later, when we both turned 30 years old, we created a baby girl. What was the biggest blessing? Yeah, I still not married this girl, but this girl is my best friend. She knows me inside out. I know her inside out. We had never, ever had a major argument. We still love each other like fucking puppy love. But what it comes down to when this situation happens is stop rushing it, even if the pussy's good or the dick's good. Stop rushing it. Big love, Manchester, UK. Yeah.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and ready to close this out. Anybody got any final thoughts?
Again, this is Dale. Final thought is have and have nots. You have to be mindful what you consider yourself a have and have not. It's all in the state of mind. Be mindful, like I said, what I consider a have, you may consider a have not. But at the end of the day, you have to be thoughtful and mindful of where you are and where you want to be. So, like I said again, look on the positives and not so much the negatives. Again, for all our listeners, man, we can't begin to thank you guys enough. You took time out of your busy evening to contribute to this podcast, and we're grateful from the bottom of our hearts. Like I said again, just think of where you are, where you want to be, where you need to be to make yourself a have. You never consider yourself a have not. Again, like I said, now, I know there's some dark days. You wake up and like, what in the world has happened? But at the end of the day, understand that again, you still can be a have. We thank you for your listening. We thank you for your contribution. I'm a have because I got you guys in my corner. I'm a have because again I got a job to go to every day. I'm a have because again I have family that I love and love me. I'm a have. But like I said, if I had none of those things, my frame of mind can still be I'm a have, just working on doing better and being better.
Look,
Him, you got a final thought?
no, I mean, I'm actually like let him. Uh, so what Dell just said, I'm actually like it's good. It's all good. I mean, everything is good. I like that. I don't even have anything to say.
Okay. Ro, what about you?
Decide who you are, what you want to do. It's two options: the numbers on the clock or the bushes in the wind.
What?
One is gonna make you a half. One will make you a have not.
You need to come back.
All
Yeah.
right, Sam. All right.
Hey, dear Lord, let him come back again. The
All right,
bushes.
bro.
One more time, bro.
Yeah, do that one. Yeah.
You don't want the same one? I ain't gonna lie, I freestyled it. So
Well, if you want to do another one, do another one.
y'all know what I do. Uh, let's see if I can remember it. What I said was you. I can't remember it. You can be a have or have not. It could be your decisions, or it could not be. Either be the hubcap, or you can be the tire.
Mm,
Mm, mm, mm, mm.
I like that.
All
I
right.
like that.
We want to thank everyone that listened, everyone that left messages, everyone that will be listening later on.
Yes.
If there is a topic that you would like for us to do, you can email us at runandtell@podcast@gmail.com. Or if there's any old episodes you want to listen to, or you
I'm
want to
done.
comment
I
on our
appreciate
website,
you, bro.
it's
You know, I
Run and
never
Tell
leave
That
you. You're
podcast
more
on
good.
podium.com. Um,
Man, I'm
my
good.
final thought doesn't really have anything to do with the topic itself, just something to make you think. Do you think the guy that invented the vibrator heard voices saying, if you build it, they will come?
Damn.
Think about that
Damn.
shit. Think about that shit, right? Right? I'm just saying. This was an all new episode from Run
Bro,
and Tell That podcast.
that deviated from
And
the
we're out.
topic, but that's you in the deep end of the pool right now. But that's a
Fucked you up, didn't it?
deviation.
Fucked you up, didn't? You didn't see that one. You didn't see that one. You know what? Just because, I'm just gonna do another one. Give me a minute. All right, I got another one. And then we can close out. A man who tells the truth doesn't mind being questioned. A liar does. Think about it. Everybody
Peace.
silence. We can go
This
ahead
is
and
true.
close this one out. This was another great episode from Run and Tell That podcast. And we're out.
Peace.